Hi guys, it's Talking Konach with another game of Geometry Dash. We're here today on Shiver. I'm tired of playing this map, right? I'm tired of it. We're gonna beat it today. It is gonna happen. I have a good feeling about it. Well, going in upside down here, that's real bad. Well, we managed to get through it anyway. Well, my shock, I've never actually gotten through that segment from being upside down. Alright, well, regardless, as I was saying, we're going to beat Shiver today. That is the plan, and that is what is going to happen. Maybe not like immediately, but I've got some time to play, and I've got a good feeling. Ay. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna keep on talking about how I've got a good feeling about it, but it's gonna go fine. I do like this level. I didn't want to be like, I never want to play it again. I don't, though. I've played it a lot. Blah. So the thing about this level is, it's just a bunch of stuff I can do all in a row, which means, well, I know I'm not doing a good job of proving it, but theoretically, I can do all of this stuff. And 90% is just so painfully close to the end of the level. You know, I whiffed the blue orb, and then after that, it's just like a jump, a bounce, and a hole. It's like 3 inputs. I was right there. But anyway, it's gonna work. The fact that I'm dying a lot here has no bearing on my ultimate ability to do it. After all, every successful run just has to get through this part first. And I'm confident that eventually we'll be looking at just that. But if it doesn't work out, I'm not gonna like lose heart. I don't know. I just I need to quit dying on the wave part. That would be good. Is it going to happen? These are interesting questions. I'm glad you asked them. Unsure. All right. Okay. Just a bunch of stuff I know how to do all in a row. Let's go. Okay, now. No, are you joking? How did I do that? Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. That was just, you know, it's just a little bit too early. We've got it. We've got it. It's absolutely... blah. How disheartening. Not really. Really, that was really solid for early in the run, and we just need to do it again, right? That's all we gotta do. Nope. Hi, Not Never. Hi, CNL. Nice to see y'all. Anyway, we're gonna beat Shiver today. I really hoped it was gonna be that run that we died at 81 there, but you know, it's gonna happen. I think I've played this map now for like longer time than any other map in the game, but you know, blah. Most of the other maps aren't this hard. Not like it's super hard. The more I play it, the more I think it's not that hard. Which is just, you know, just my contempt that I have for my own ability. Anything I can do is easy. I don't really think that, but I feel that, if that makes any sense. It's like, why am I the way I am? But this is giving me a lot of practice at, like, going through little towers of teeth. If you ever put me in a rocket ship IRL, and you're like, hey, you're Sir Green Blockington now, you're gonna have to traverse this space. Good news, you're gonna be in a rocket ship. I'd be like, oh no, I've ran into the wall. Okay. My controller has fallen apart. Now we're flying again. Now we're flying with gasoline. Now it's all gonna be fine. Anyway, I can totally beat this level. The fact that I can't get through this first part very well is not indicative of how good I am at the rest of it. Oh no, I did the upside down thing again. Well, like I was saying, even though you're gonna see me die a lot at this early part, I'm pretty solid at the middle. Look, the 57 to 80, I'm like, I got that. Like, I'm probably gonna mess it up in this run now, but oh no. Okay, recovery there. No! How am I gonna get through there upside down and then... That is upsetting. That's not upsetting. That's just me being bad, you know. That's gonna happen all the time. We're always gonna do that. But you know, if we can just get to the end of the map, not very promising. Hey Liam, what's up? How are you, man? I need to get this level down so I can play a different game. No, I'm doing good, you know, work went well. And I got rid of my Sunday morning shift, which is incredibly exciting. I wasn't even trying to, it just happened. It just fell into my lap. And so now I'm just gonna get to sit at home all day, doing my favorite thing, just playing video games. Oh no, we crashed. Okay, I gotta get the isopropyl out or something. These, either that or actually get a new cord or a new controller. When did the PS4 come out? I didn't get one, so I don't know when they occurred. But this is a PS4 controller that my brother gave me. It's like it's a leftover relic of the past. And every time that it doesn't work quite right, I wonder, is it me? Or is it this machine that regularly stops working? And if so, then is that too not a good description of me? I could beat this level. I just gotta prove it. I don't know how. I keep dying in the early parts and making it look like I don't know what I'm doing. But here you gotta get all like, no! I was like, we're about to have to get all serious business about it. It's about to be the really slow part. This is the most important part to not die on. But we didn't get there. We got into the just drive into the wall part. That part's rough. I've driven into that wall many times. I don't know how many attempts we've got here. More than 2,000, less than 3. That's a pretty bad place to die too. Okay. But as you see, I'm still not very good, but I've played this map a lot now. Not a lot by Geometry Dash standards, but you know, a lot. I still crash all the time at the very beginning though. I'm not upset about it. You know, that's just the way the map is. Yes, it's an aspect of the map that I continually die upon it. My involvement is barely there. Ah, you're joking. I sort of vacillate between thinking that wave part is really annoyingly hard. It's not though. They've got these little things that swing in front of my face, and you know me, I'm like real easily distracted. And I'm like, oh, look, there's a thing, I got to avoid it. Alright. Blah, terrible. Hey, Red City, what's up, man? We got 81 earlier in the run, and I died to silliness. You know, it's the spider part, and you're supposed to zig, and I zagged. No, I just hit the button slightly too early. The exact amount too early to let you die, but to where you don't die on, like, the big spike. You die on, like, the little one next to it. Blah. But I was watching YouTube videos after I got off from work and doing some practice mode on the end. And I had, like 6 or 7 more 57 to 100s while I was doing that off screen. Blah. But what I didn't do is practice this first part with the idea that I wouldn't need to because I would just get through it. I mean, practice mode at 4% to 10%, it doesn't seem reasonable, you know? Practice mode for the tunnel? No, I know exactly how to do the tunnel. I'm just bad. You can't practice your way out of that. You can't also do anything there. I drove into the floor. It's just as bad as driving into the ceiling, which I've just done. Fantastic. Fortunately, I have like another hour and some more time before I have to stop. So whenever I started this stream, I was like super confident. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this level today. I've got a good feeling. Which is like a charmed phrase, right? You're not supposed to use that unless you've completed a mission in Final Fantasy Tactics. No! Why am I the way I am? It is 10:55 p.m. I'm Central Standard Time. I have made the controller die again. I've really got to buy another one. Oh my god. It was like, if this doesn't work, then we're not going to beat anything. I can't play this game without the controller. Oh. I came in at that at a very bad angle. Even worse there. But at any moment, right? At any moment, we're going to not die, and we're just going to get to the end, and it's going to be great. And they're going to do that little screen where they do that charming thing where they write on the wall and say, good job, you did it, yay, go you. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen for me. It will. I've got a good feeling. Nope. You play on your phone? I guess, yeah, I knew people did that. I've heard people say that they're quite accomplished players on the phone, which I think, like, I guess I get it, but it seems nuts. But you may recall, if you've watched many of my videos, I do bring it up a lot because it differentiates me from people, but I don't actually use a smartphone. So anything I know about, like, using a phone is from like watching people do it, right? Usually, like from afar, I'm not like, ooh, let me watch you play a game on your phone. I'm like looking at them do it kind of thing. And I'm just like, I don't see how the inputs would be that useful. But I mean, if you only have to hit it and you're like, you're right on it, but like you tap your screen, the screen that the pictures are on, yeah, I would think it would be a lot harder because like it would like jiggle around, you know, and you would like be moving your hand like into your field of vision. But I guess you could have a lot more practice time if you just like played on your phone instead of doing whatever else you were supposed to do. I wish I had Geometry Dash. I should get a phone and then just like not work at work anymore. I bet I could do it for like a month before anybody noticed. They'd just be like, "Oh, I guess he's developed a different personality. We always hoped he would." No, not really. If I ever showed up with a smartphone, people know that there's trouble. I don't believe in them. I mean, they're fine for other people, but I don't believe in them. But playing Geometry Dash anywhere would be fun. Wow, terrible. So the point of all of this is that we only have to deliver this one time. Why can't it be now? Why can't I just say goodbye? Goodbye, Moon. Goodbye, spiky towers of relentless death. Goodbye to the lamps. I'm glad it's pretty. This level wasn't pretty. I don't know if I could stand it. Alright. I am so bad. So bad. Embarrassing. That ball part's not hard. Just don't do the thing and then you won't die. And then do the thing and you won't die. Why? Why, when I can very definitively tell you what those things are, can I not do them? Same goes for me dying in that Plat on the wave. Anyway, the point I was making was, this is a nice level and it's pretty, and I'll probably be here for another 1,000 years, or it could happen right now. Nope, it cannot happen right now. Point being, Sir Green Blockington has reincarnated once more. The wheel turns for him. Poor guy. Out of all the miserable gods in the universe, he was awarded me. And now he's died again. And again. Yeah, if I could physically use my mouse to play this game, then I would be better, but that is unfortunately just not in the cards for me. It's too clicky. Any game that's too clicky, I can't play. Blah. Okay, whatever. I think I inputted a little bit. Normally we take a different tack there. Eventually I'll get good enough at doing this early part that we'll just, you know, beat the level and not do it anymore. And if you're watching, you may think that'll never happen, but it could. It could happen. I did it again. I died at the incredibly simple part again. Why am I the way I am? How obnoxious. What is it in me that makes me just run into that wall? That's like 2 times now. All right. Well, apparently not. Okay. Just maybe just jump there. That would be good. Jumping there. Got it. Just whenever I'm in the cube and there's like a spike in front of me, maybe don't run into it. I'll jot that down in the place where I keep my plans. My numb brain. Or we could just freeze up. That would work too. Back to running into the immediate towers. Got it. You know, sometimes you can go from 50% to 2% to 2% again. Blah. That's another way. That is another way that you can die. That is so annoying. How am I gonna die at the slow part? I can beat this level, I can. I just can't prove it to you because I die at 46 freaking percent. Or 30, as the case may be. As the case may be. Or 2. Or, you know, this section's not automatic, right? Like, I have no idea how to gauge how hard it is, but it's never felt super blah. Like, this part's never felt super simple. It's forgiving, but, like, if you had given it to me as my introduction to the game, I don't know if I would have kept on. So it's not, like, embarrassing, strictly speaking, that I'm having trouble with it. This tunnel, I just need better timing. This wave... This wave, I don't know what it is, man. Sometimes I'll just bash through it, and it's no problem. It's the same with the orbs and the dual cube right after that section. Sometimes I'll do them like really, really well every single time I run into them, and then sometimes I'll just go brain dead on them. Terrible. Q, yeah, I got to 81, and I spider jumped very slightly too early. I say that probably like, I don't know, like 0.2 seconds, maybe 0.3 too early, pretty too early, and spiked myself, but that's the only one we've gotten to the ball section, I think. All the other ones we've died on. We've died like at the slow part, the interlude after the dual cube, dual ball section. We die there. Well, and I've been dying a whole lot at the dual ball section where I just insist on running into the wall, which is not ideal. And a whole lot of dying here on wave because I'm so bad. And obviously, you know, absolutely tons of dying here at the early section, because who among us just doesn't die there? I mean, I'm joking. I know people are actually good at this game, and I'm not one of them. But I die there a lot too. Great. What is it about this human body that I inhabit that renders it incapable of following the instructions that I wish to give it? Why, oh why, cannot it do the things that I wish? Useless. Inutil. I crashed again. I will say that I continue to feel like I can totally beat this level today, even though I only have, you know, about an hour left. Well, not doing it like that, we won't. So I can do it, I just have to get through the beginning, which I don't think is hard, to get to the end. Well, the middle, which I think was hard. I used to think it was hard. Now I know how to do it, and I'm not sure anymore. I still don't think the wave part's hard, but I may have down there more than anywhere than right there. I mean, I die at the very beginning of this a lot. I mean, who doesn't? Don't answer that. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure people can get through that. Sometimes I don't die on it after all, and I don't know what I'm doing. Nope. Terrible. Just me and Sir Green Blockington and the moon, and eventually we're never gonna have to come back here. I like this level, I do. I don't hate it. But I wanna put it behind me. I wanna be done. Nope, not at that rate. Hit the yellow orbs way too early. I don't think I have a username. If it requires signing up for it, I don't have one. I hate filling out forms, like, so much. Even when they're very small forms. But yeah, I don't believe I have one. Yeah, this is the run, except it isn't. Yeah, this could be the run, but no. No, no, it can't be. I think we're going to enter into a series of times when this is not the run. Eventually you will be right. But at what cost? At what cost to your sanity, sir? There. Well, now I know. I have definitely never ever died there. I got too excited. I was like, alright, I just gotta hold this thing down. I was already mentally preparing for the tough section, or what I call the tough section, the section that's the same as all the other ones. It's alright. It's okay. It's all gonna be fine. No! There I tried to overcorrect because last time I did it too high for the first time ever. And there I think I did it too low for the first time ever. Normally I do it all Goldilocks. Oh, well. That is so upsetting. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. It's gonna hurt a lot when I get to the mid game of it, where I am confident and then I just choke on something, and then have to go back to 500 more runs of the beginning of this level. Knowing that on any single one of them, I'm totally capable of converting all the segments together into one beautiful 100%. Is it going to be this one? I mean, probably not. Probably going to die of something dumb soon. But maybe not. Maybe not. Nope, definitely dying of something dumb soon. Not that one, that doesn't count. Dying on these towers is totally legit. No one can ever be blamed for dying on this section, even if they've played the map 3,000 times. I don't think it's 3,000 yet. We're not going to check. After all, it'll be more fun to check after we win. Oh. So of course I just froze up and forgot to do anything. Anyway, that's the part I'm good at, guys. That's the part I'm good at. Oh, man. Alright. I don't even know what I did wrong there. It's okay. It's okay that I don't know what I did wrong there, because we'll probably do it right next time. My poor heart. This is how I know I'm fit for, like, digging a trench if I have to, or cutting down a tree. For vigorous physical exertion, like if I ever need to fight a polar bear for 4 seconds before I die, my heart won't give out first, you know. It'll be the polar bear ripping me limb from limb, in a very cartoonish display of power. But not my heart. My heart will be fine, and I'll know. Click the blue orb too late. You know, any orb that has timing requirements, I only do right by accident. It's just so stupid to die at the spider part. That part's easy. That's a gimme part. I felt like I almost died earlier in it, though. Normally you don't die there. Normally your UFO just skitters, but I guess I just had a stranger angle than I thought. I'm becoming something of an expert on the beginning of this map. No, not really. I mean, I've only been playing this, what, like 6 hours of my life? It's nothing. Okay, sure. Whatever. I thought we had that. But since we died, we clearly did not have that, so it doesn't matter what I thought. Just thought we had it, though. That, I don't know what we were doing there. That was a series of mistakes, leading to one final one. Well, not final, for Circling Blockington is back. Well, spoke too soon. Circling Blockington is dead again. But he requires not your condolences. He still doesn't need him. He's back again. No matter how many times he dies, he can come back to suffer at Shiver once more, at least until midnight Central Standard Time. Bye, Red Sunny. At least until midnight, when I will turn into a pumpkin. Anyway, that section was a part where, like, that was what made me give up on Shiver the first time that I gave up on it. Which I only gave up on this map once. Once I came back to it, I haven't ever, like, said, okay, I'm not gonna play this game anymore. Like, I didn't quit the game over Shiver the first time. I quit Shiver over Shiver. Okay, whatever. Normally, you don't die on that spike if you're me. Not that spike. I die on that one all the time. Just all the time. too frequently. Chuggy, I beat 2 easy demons because they were easy. This one, I'm gonna beat. I thought it was gonna be today. But, I mean, I've played like 65 hours of Geometry Dash in the last 7 weeks or so since I started playing. So, I mean, just, you know, dedication. Well, Red Sunny, you're talking about the hardest levels in the game. This level's only doable to a person with a certain amount of gameplay, though. I mean, it's not impossible, and it's not super challenging, but, I mean, in terms of what I've seen, right, in the grand scheme. But very certainly you could not expect to put this level in front of a novice at the game. And even if they played it for 60 hours, I don't think a person that never beat the game would beat this level. Maybe they would. You know. Maybe. But yeah, I beat the Lightning Road and the Nightmare last week, I think. Yeah, last week. The Nightmare was my first one, and then I beat the Lightning Road rather quickly. The Lightning Road was like 250 total attempts. This has been considerably more. Considerably more. You know, it says 30 on the clock, but y'all know that's just the number for these individual runs. But no, probably not 3,000 yet, but in that neighborhood. Whoops. Thought we were going to hit the green orb there, and it didn't happen. Instead, what happens if you don't hit them, but you think you did, happens. I crashed again. Hey, ISS, how's it going? I am up to my normal time. And we're gonna maybe beat Shiver today. I was super confident when I started this stream. I shot called it. I was like, Shiver, corner pocket. But it was not to be. Blah, not again. You got 89 on this? Yeah. Yeah, I got an 87 and a 90. I think it was 2 days ago. Which, since you've got an 89, you know how embarrassing it is to die there. 87's more embarrassing. But it's like, it's so very agonizingly close to the end. Last time you saw me was when I was doing Jumper. Oh yeah, it was a little bit ago. I've improved much since then. I learned how to use practice mode, which, as everybody told me, you know, was the number one reason to... or not reason. The number one reason I wasn't improving. The number one thing I could do to improve. I fused 2 sentences there as I was speaking. Was to embrace practice mode. And, I mean, it's been a tremendous boon, of course. And I certainly approached levels where I wouldn't have been able to even dream of doing them without practice mode. Not least like this one. If I had to get through the beginning to get to the ball section, I mean, you'd never be able to learn it. Especially not the third jump where you go like 3-4, then through the teeth, like, and then the next one where you gotta skip the purple one and hit the green right after it. Like, you wouldn't be able to just learn that. That would take forever. Blah, I thought we were out. That's... dying there, I've done it a couple times now. Like, that's just stupid. Because I could just be zagging later. There's no reason for me to be, like, jerking down right there. It's just, I like starting the little wave form where you draw a little line in the sky. But yes, Jumper was fun. Jumper was before I did practice mode. I'll still remember for a little while the Jumper time. Ah, what a wonderful time. I played Jumper 1,083 times before I beat it. And, it was quite a rush. I definitely, like, it doesn't feel as good to beat levels after practice mode. I was right about that. Like, beating my 2 easy demons, which they're too easy to be called demons. I know that, I know you know that, we all know it. I don't have to bring it up every time I talk about it, but they are too easy. But if I could beat this one, you know, Shiver I can hang my hat on. This is like a properly hard level. I mean, not like really hard, but it's not like the Nightmare, which shouldn't be called a demon. It hasn't earned those little fangs, you know. It's a little pink angry face at the most. I played Clutterfunk, and it's no Clutterfunk. I beat Clutterfunk. I haven't beat a couple of the other insane levels in the game, though. I figured we'll just skip insane and go to demon, where it's cooler to beat him anyway. Almost died there, made me feel all nervous inside. Why do I continue doing that? Because the thing about an insane level is, why do you even want to beat it? If you're good enough to beat an insane level, just jump over it into the demons, and then you can say you beat a demon. No one counts how many insane levels they do, but I'm going to be able to keep count of these easy demons for my total level count, you know, forever. Be like, oh, I've beat 4 demons. No, not really. This is just going to be the 3rd one. And it hasn't happened. But it will. Hopefully in this stream. Hopefully. But if not, some other day. 30 minutes left. Time to focus. No, it's always been time to focus. I don't mean to imply that I keep looking around and, you know, reading stuff in the middle of playing or anything like that. Liam, you say you've been stuck at like 10% at the same level for like 4 days? Well, I mean, that makes, or the same 10%. That makes sense. Some levels in this game are crazy hard. Not this one. This one's just hard. Alright. Thought we died there. All right. Okay. And there we go. Thank you, everyone. That is a completion on Shiver. I knew it. I felt it. I knew we could do it, and we did it. Thank you, everyone, for being here. 3rd demon. There we go. Ah, now that... Interesting. Intense heart rate. That feels real nice. 2,574 attempts. Shiver. 100%. All right. There we go. That is nice. All right, so what do we do next? That's 3. That's 3. All right, so we're gonna try this daily level thing. I've never done a daily. So if you guys wanted me to try another super hard level, I'm not gonna do that right now. I wanna enjoy this feeling without jumping into that. So I've never tried these dailies. This one says it's harder, so I bet we'll be able to maybe beat it. So cool. Let's try it out. I'm like, all right, so we're doing that. I'm not smart enough to do this. But yeah, I figured we could try one of these, even, like, I'm not getting it. So the hardest thing in any Geometry Dash level for me is figuring out what's noise and what's information, or signal, I guess, is the traditional dichotomy, right? You know, like, what am I supposed to pay attention to and what am I not supposed to pay attention to? And here I don't get it at all. This is really hurting me. It's cool. It looks pretty, but it's like, this might be the kind of level that I go up on. Like, that's why I liked Shiver. Because Shiver, although a lot of the parts were hard, like, if you looked at them, you could tell what you're supposed to do by looking at it. If you can do that with this, you understand this game better than I do. Because, like, what even are these buttons? Alright, so... No. No. No again. This is the hardest level I've ever played in my life. This should be an insane demon. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just hitting the buttons sometimes and hoping that it works. It's not working. It almost worked. I'm gonna keep on doing it for a while. Bye, Red Sunny. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for your congratulations. It feels so good. Not my inability to tell what I'm supposed to do in this map, but... Okay. Huh. Alright. Cool. What? Alright, so input, input. Yeah, okay. And then the other one will go to... Oh, those aren't benign stars. The roof is not the only obstacle. Got it. And there's one there too. Ow. Well, Look, I could probably learn how to do this if I really spent a lot of time on it, but do I want to? It's a cool level. I'm just going to try to get through it on practice mode so we can see what's up with it. I don't think I want to spend the time to beat it. It doesn't... It says it's a harder level. It doesn't seem that harder to me. It seems... Alright, not there. Man, yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. If they didn't have those gears, it would still be hard to hit the portals properly. But having those obstacles, which again, don't look like obstacles, to me they look like decorations. It's only after running into them several times that I even scanned that they are obstacles. My brain is not very good. My brain's not good at being a brain. You can do other stuff alright, though. Yeah, there's zero chance that we're ever going to beat this level. I think it would... That ship section there, look, I'm not good enough at ship to do that. That's hard. Oh, these triangles... Oh, they're supposed to tell you what to do. I thought they were dangerous. I was trying to avoid them. That's what my brain does when it sees stuff like that. It says, oh, run away, that's a spike. Like, I will never see those cogs in the background and think that's dangerous, and see those spikes where I'm walking and think those are safe. It's so annoying. Like, I'll just brute force this. I don't need to get through the segment. I'll move this forward one checkpoint at a time. I don't care. I just want to get through this thing. I'm never coming back here again, you know. I don't have to see this town anymore. Oh, right, because the white thing there is safe too. Nope, bad checkpoint. I keep doing it. It looks like danger. I hate it. I did it again. Anyway, it would take a really long time for me to beat this level. And I'm not going to spend that much time, but we will try to get through it on practice. I mean, I feel like it's taken a super long time for me to beat it on practice, for that matter. I hate this. This is misery. This is terrible. I don't want to do this anymore. Look, this level's very cool, and I respect them for making it and all, but it's not fun for me to play. None of this is fun. Not being able to tell what I'm supposed to do isn't fun. The weird lights, they're fine. thanks, Starburst. I'm busy complaining about this map, which hasn't done anything wrong. It's me that's bad. I don't. That's right. Those things are safe. And then jump off there. You know, that's a cool level. It's just like, oh yeah, I forgot to vote. I forgot to vote for Shiver. But yeah, like that was cool, right? That was a cool level, but that part in the middle that was really hard, it was like that was so strange. And like, why? I guess my thing is you know, yeah, like well, like who's a level 4? Is a person that like is good enough to beat that level kind of quick gonna even care? Maybe. I hope so. Cause I'm glad I went through it on practice mode. The last third of it was more like what I thought that level was gonna be like, and there was a whole lot of like what I would call incomprehensible nonsense. But it's all good. That was fun. I guess yeah, it's getting late, so we might as well. Might as well. No, we'll just what's the next one we're gonna do? Somebody had sent us Platinum Adventure and Demon Mixed as recommendations. But I remember this being really weird, right? Because it had this segment. Bye, Liam. Wow. Anyway, and I feel like this is where it's really hard to be a person. You know, when you're stuck in a loop like that. Oh, right. This is where I gave up because I was like, I have had it with this level doing strange things. Do we just go to the blue one each time? Yeah, we just go to the blue one each time. But then forget where we're going from. And then wave portion after that, which seems fine, right? It doesn't seem like it's too tough. I could tell what the objects were. The blue one will always be the one that we aim for. Got it. It's not like a case-by-case basis. This is like the first time I've seen those, at least that I can think of, that it like takes you to the same place. Like the only other portals I can think of, you know, don't teleport you positionally like right to where you are, and the controller's stuck. So here you just gotta come in. You can slide down, but you gotta. Yeah, that's tricky. That's pretty tricky. Wow. Showing that I won't learn anything. Alright, and then you just do, well, apparently that. Okay. Nope. Wow. Okay. I play on a PS4 controller. I'm on a PC. I cannot play with a mouse. I physically can't. It's too clicky of a game for my hands to do. Although I would be a better player if I could, because I can click much faster than I can do the controller. But I could only play for like 5 minutes at a time, maybe, if I was clicking with the mouse. It's just it can't work out for me, unfortunately. There's a lot of stuff I can't do. Oh, weird. No, like I could play on the mouse. I've had surgery on my hands. So there's like a lot, like when I say I physically can't do it, I don't mean like I haven't learned how. I mean like the human body that I use will not allow me to use a mouse to play this game. It will make my hands go numb. I cannot do it. I literally can't. Like I can't do it. Or is it your yeah, beat three demons now. No, you're fine, dude. I'm not like sensitive about it or whatever. It was really bad a few years ago, but I did have surgeries on it, and my hands are much better now. But there's still stuff that I just can't do, and clicking a whole lot of times in a short period of time, like the amount that you have to like buffer your clicks for the to like sort of straight fly, could not do it. But yeah, no, it was yeah, 2000 and... Yeah, it would have been 2020 when I got my hands fixed. But, yeah, like, you know, I'm happy to play the kinds of games that I can on the inputs that I can. It's alright that I won't be able to play, you know, like first-person shooters or stuff anymore. Like, I used to play a bunch of competitive games. I wasn't, like, amazing most of the time. I was pretty good sometimes. I was really good occasionally. But, you know, anything where I can't pause or anything, you know, where the success of the game is absolutely dictated by, you know, like, starting and not, like, taking breaks if they're necessary. Like, because sometimes I just need, like, you know, to pause for 30 seconds even, but you can't do that in the middle of, you know, like, a competitive game. Yeah, well, I mean, it was, they're good surgeries. So carpal tunnel syndrome is when, like, scar tissue builds up around the medial nerve and, like, the transverse ligament that goes across your wrist. and that's the nerve that innervates several of the fingers on your hand and provides strength and stuff. So before I had the surgeries, I couldn't like. It got so bad I couldn't like open a bottle of water. I couldn't like carry my keys from my door to my car in my hand. It would go numb. So like the like strength gone away, and now I have the average hand strength of an adult human man, and that's nice because I'm not like big strong, but like it was hard on me, like not being able to do stuff, because like I'm 38, but I would have been slightly younger then, but it's not old enough to feel like that you can't do what you're used to doing. So I was glad to get the surgeries and get a lot of my life back, because like I wouldn't have been able to do this even. Just there's so much I couldn't do, which was hard on me, but I was glad to be able to get that. Shout out to my surgeon and his crew, who I won't say by name or whatever, because I feel like that's weird, but I do remember who they are. I know it's funny, like, try not to cry here, but it's funny because like a medical professional, I'm close with lots of people in the medical profession, but it's like anything they do for you, because of just the dynamics of it, like it means more to me than it ever did to him. Like the doctor that fixed my hand, the nurses that helped him out, the people in the hospital, because it was my life that they gave back to me. And that I know they knew that, but it was like, it's just interesting that like someone can give you your whole life back, and then like that like they're basically never going to think about you again. It's crazy, but I think about them all the time. I learned how to make bread since I got my hands fixed. Like I'm a cook by profession, but like I learned how to make bread with my hands, Like that's pretty cool, and I never could have done that without them. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of things that I was able to do thanks to getting my hands back, including this. Now the thing is, Starburst, is like even beyond that. So this happened in 2020, so it was the middle of that year of disease and strife. So really, they didn't see my face very often at all, unless I was like on the table, and it's pretty interesting stuff. Also, I didn't have a mustache then. This was pre-mustache. This level's tough, but I think, okay, there, we just skipped that blue one on the ground. Got it. I was like, I think with enough time. Alright, we gotta not do that. Thank you. I used to have, like, I don't want to be like, check out my past videos, but if you look a couple months ago, you'll see that this mustache, I used to have a tremendous mustache. I was very fond of it. My first things of Let's Plays for games used to be called My Mustache and Me. I'll call it again that, but it was really long, but then I cut it by accident, like a month and a half ago or so. A month ago. But it was a grand mustache. It was beyond a great mustache. It was grand. I loved it so much. It's so hard to think without my mustache. Because you could just, like, absentmindedly twirl the ends. Well, thank you. I'll definitely keep that in mind if I find myself stuck with things. That might be a cool project to do anyway. Share your insights on the tough segments and, like any, rhythms or whatever that helped you out. Because sometimes there's, like, really, really small conceptual things that might be of assistance. Like there's, I think is it in the Lightning Road or the Nightmare? I don't remember which map it's in, but one of the demons that I've beat, uh, there's this segment where you sort of like go down a little stair step a couple of times, and then there's a ship segment. If you jump off of one of the earlier of like the fourth blocks going down and like ride it in, then you can make a few like seconds without inputs. But if you jump too late or on a different block, then it's actually a lot harder to get through. You know, stuff like that, where a person may not necessarily get it. I feel like a lot of people might benefit from insight like that. Nightmare, yeah. I was like, it's either the Nightmare or Lightning Road, but I just don't remember which one it was. Because I didn't spend a ton of time on them. I won't forget Shiver. Shiver I played, a lot. The Lightning Road I played probably for like an hour and a half total. Nightmare was somewhat more than that, but... Wanted to change the name of the stream to get it. For this part, don't tap after the blue pad? Okay, so I was doing it totally wrong. Blah. It's sort of tough to see the pillars, but this is exactly the kind of part that, like, with a little bit of practice, is not too tricky. Oh. Yeah, you just don't tap. I was thinking I needed to avoid the blue pad somehow. Ah, that one goes there a little bit. And this, this would be easy enough. You go down there. Got it. Yeah, so, you just learn this, which... Does it alternate? Middle, low, 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 middle. I would, you just learn it. See, my streams are always so chill? Well, thank you. I'm glad that I give that impression. Yours says, but like, I'm not a chill person, like I have emotional problems. I'm very emotionally immature, but I'm glad that I'm coming across well here. Like I say, like you guys are seeing me at my best, right? Like I'm doing my favorite thing in the world, which is playing video games and getting to share that with people, which is really cool, which I really like. I'm like, oh yeah, what am I doing here? Mecha Dinosaur is death. I'm like, we can jump longer. So, like, although I might appear to be a chill person, really, don't judge me based on the appearance that I put before you here. Oh, this is cool. You got a moving platform, and then you've got I love this. This is a very awesome segment. This is my favorite thing. All right, so we got to jump less high there. This is cool. This is very cool. This is really great level design. I love it. Okay, and then we got to do that. This might be the demon that I tackle next. Maybe not, but it's definitely like, I like this. I like the map. I love the colors. It doesn't have... It doesn't have any of the, annoying flashing lights or stuff like that can be a problem, And then you just do that. Yeah, you just... Yep, so the ship part will be basically a gimme every time. Doesn't mean I won't mess it up, but it's... Look, I'm not a good ship player, right? I'm not. I'm okay. But if I just did it the first time, and I did, that bodes really well for me being able to do it in the future. We need to fall down that one. Second one, jump, jump, bounce. But I think my thousands of times dying on Shiver helped me defeat that. Oh, I gotta quit jumping there. My thousands of times dying on Shiver helped me get through that ship part well. Ship, I could see myself in real time get better at that form as I've continued playing Geometry Dash. Because I used to kind of dread it, and now I'm like, well, it'll be a ship section. We'll get through it. Now what I dread is dual sections because they inhibit my focus. Alright, we need to buffer into that orb. It's the only way to reliably get it. Alright, we need to not hit that one. That's what the little X is for. And not jump there. The only duels I do okay on are like dual waves because, you know, you can only look at one of them anyway. There's too much going on. Ah, and then you would jump through there. Okay. Ah, and there's a spike there. Tricksy. Tricksy indeed. But this part's kind of a gimme too, right? I mean, not the part I'm dying on, but... Anyway, we'll figure out what we do with that end section. This part's easy, though. Although you're going to see me die on it now that I said it. You know, it's not tricky. This is very intermediate ball play here to finish. But what do you do there? Oh yeah, there's a platform over it. Not like that. Do you just go underneath the whole thing? I don't think so. I think you die. But it's nice that if you get to here, you can look forward to intermediate ball play followed by this total nonsense. The ending would be chill if I could do it. No, we'll figure out what to do on those blocks and it'll be fine. Not that. Alright, so you jump there and then go straight into it. Yeah, okay. But anyway, yeah, that's so you go there and you go underneath that. Yeah, so as soon as you get to 85%, all you gotta do is just deliver. Yeah, that whole section's a gimme. That whole section's super simple. We're dying here on purpose. And then here, yeah, you know, that upside down part, we'll probably die there some. And this part will be rough, but not once I remember, you know, oh, here, the green, you have to go underneath it when you hit. No? No, you can do it anytime. Just not too late. But yeah, practice run done. Good deal. This might be the next demon we target. I've not exactly decided yet, but it might be. It's got a good distribution of forms. That ship part in the middle will be easy enough. The end is easy. We'll just practice it a bunch. You just can't hit the yellow orb too late. Yeah. I've got to end the stream now. But if you give me another suggestion for a map, I'll be glad to download it now. But we'll actually keep on going here. But yeah, so because what we do here is crash. But yeah, so the segments in the map, you have the beginning segment, which it doesn't matter what the difficulty is, you have to get through it anyway, right? Here, we hit there high, you get through that. You've got the little portal thing, which is whatever. No, I mean, I do have to end, but I was just like, if you wanted to give me a suggestion so I could download it and like have it in the map pool, if you're not around or whatever, whenever I might be looking for another demon. I'm always looking for more suggestions, you know, not to play that day, but, you know, to get downloaded or whatever. But so we've got that middle section that's like the frog and all that. That part's fun. I don't think we'll die there too much once we get the practice on it. The ship, I mean, we might die, it's ship, but the ship in the middle anyway. But fundamentally, I did it the first time I ever got there. I mean, I crashed to the ground the first 2 times, that doesn't count. But that part doesn't seem too bad. The intermediate cube there afterwards with the upside downs and stuff, that'll be fine with some practice. And then it's just that ball at the end and the little memory towers. You know, we'll probably just... Yeah, I'm looking for more entry level easy demons, not for things to challenge and inspire. New best, 19%. You know, we're not going to put that in there, but anyway. But, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Glad you guys were around to see Shiver go down 19%. You know, we'll be playing more Platinum Adventure in the coming days. I don't know if that's the one that we're gonna go for yet, but I'm glad to have done the practice, and I'll probably do more of that whenever I'm, you know, watching my silly little YouTube videos about TV shows or real-time strategy games. I love this song. This song called Thunder is called Thunder by Evening Land. It's in the YouTube audio library, and it gets me so hype every time it comes on. I wish that I could beat a level to it. I don't know if it's ever happened. But anyway, good night, Chalky. Good night, Starburst. Good night, everyone. So glad that you could be here for Shiver and the adventures afterward, and perhaps I'll see you in another streamer video. If you're watching this in the future, I hope the weather is nice. Good night, everyone.